Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily if you are new, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some Christmas DIY decor ideas using Dollar Tree products and a couple things from Walmart. So I hope you guys are excited for this project. Give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe if you are new, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first project, you're going to want scrap paper, a tin, a gift bag, Mod Podge, scissors, rope, and a glue gun. Now the first step to this is to take your scrap paper and you're going to wrap it around your tin, and you're just going to kind of make the slices right underneath where the twine is on your tin. If you don't have twine, you can add rope there yourself. It's really up to you. And then I'm just eyeballing it and doing it at a curve to the other side where I made the slit. And then I'm going to add my Mod Podge to the tin, and then go ahead and spread that all the way around. I don't do it to the whole thing. I work on one section at a time, and then I basically place that piece of paper on there and then wrap it around and press it on. I will say fabric would work better than the scrap paper because the tin is more of a cylinder shape. So just keep that in mind, and if you have a little excess, you can always cut it off, no biggie at all. Just rub that in place and then add extra Mod Podge where needed. Now, one piece of scrapbook that's 12 by 12 paper will not go around this tin. This is the larger one that Dollar Tree carries, which is okay because we're actually going to cover that up. They have these gift bags too for $1 at Dollar Tree, and they have various different sizes. These are our smaller ones. I really liked the way the Santa looked on this, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off right where the bow or the handle is, and then cut that out. And there's two. One was glittered, one was not, and I thought it looked pretty with a little bit of the old-fashioned, like not glittered on there. And so I'm just again placing that on there, and then just gonna kind of cut that in the areas that it should fit onto the tin, and then basically just give it a little bit of a slope. Add the Mod Podge again back on there. Try not to get it all over your table, and then basically you're just gonna wrap that baby on there and press it on until it dries. I really like the way this looks because it looks like an old tin. You could let the Mod Podge dry and then sand it down if you want a really vintage old look, but I just left it as is. I wanted it to stay. Then I took the Dollar Tree rope, and it usually comes with 3 pieces of twine wrapped in one, so I unraveled a little piece of it and then just used the single pieces and wrapped that all the way around the tin. And this is the way it turned out. I think it's really cute. You can add florals to it. I used some from Walmart, and the rest is from Dollar Tree. But you could do whatever you wanted to this as well. You can use fabric or a scarf or something like that. I ended up adding some snowflakes on the side, and the back looks like that. So very basic, but something fun to create. For the next DIY, you'll want a glue gun or a stapler, pieces of wood, and then a gift bag. I'm going to show you how to make a really simple sign using a gift bag. There's various ways. If you saw my last DIY video from Walmart Shop With Me, I showed you a different way to make a sign using a gift bag, so definitely check that out. It'll be linked down in the description box. But basically you're just going to line those pieces of wood up, and then a regular staple does not work on this. You'll need like a fabric stapler, one of the heavy duty ones, to go through the thickness of the bag, so you can just glue your strips onto the wood. It's really basic. Dollar Tree, you can use rulers for this, you can use paint stir sticks, or you can use some fir strips that you can find, or pine, at the regular lumber store. So I just left these a little bit edged on the side, and I glued down the top and the bottom, and you want to make sure you glue down both sides, that way the bag doesn't open, and then you can hang it with the gift bag hand ties. Okay, this DIY project is probably my favorite out of all of them, but you're going to want some greenery, fabric or scrap paper, paint, Mod Podge, some snowflakes, rope, a glue gun, and the wood signs. Now the first step to this is to cut out your fabric. This fabric came from Joann's, really inexpensive, probably $1 for a foot of it. And then I'm going to cover up this is actually cardboard, really thick cardboard, but you can use a wood sign from Dollar Tree. Use what you have on hand. I painted it as much white as I could. I didn't care that it was kind of peeking through a little bit. Totally fine. I just didn't want that to come through the fabric. The next step is to take some black paint. This is the Waverly ink color, and I'm just covering up the Let It Snow sign. I'm leaving the snowflake white for this, but you can choose whatever color you want. You could do blue. You do to your heart's content. Now I'm going to take some Mod Podge and then apply that to the top of the snowflake. That way I can attach some glitter to this. It's completely optional if you want glitter. I just thought it would stand out a little bit more if I used some silver. So that is what I'm going to dump on this area, and then you can just tap off the excess. Alright, now for the fun part, we're going to work on the snowman. Now I'm just taking my scraper tool, or you could use a paintbrush like I am, and I'm just peeling off the nose and the scarf, and then I just broke off the tip of his hat. You could be a little bit more organized and just cut it off if you want to, but I ended up going in with some wire cutters and just trimming that off. And then I took my sandpaper and just sanded down his body a little bit so there would be no rough edges so I could paint it. I added a little bit of glue to the top of the tip of his hat, and then glue that to the back of his face. And then I'm reattaching the scarf, but as you can see with the other one, it's in the opposite direction. So just flip his nose around the other way and you're good to go. I wanted my snowman to face the same way. You can do whatever you like. I'm now taking my Waverly chalk paint in white, and I'm just going to paint his body white. I'm just going to take some black and give him some eyeballs, and then I'll be painting the top of his hat black as well. And we'll be adding a few different details as we go. Now for the scarf part, you could use ribbon or fabric for this, but I decided just to paint mine on. I'm going to be using black and red for this, and mine is more of a berry red. You can find it at Walmart. It's really inexpensive. As I'm watching me paint this, I actually like just the stripes. I think he looks really cute this way, so if you wanted to do that, you could just do white and black. And again, you can make your snowman whatever color you would like. I just wanted it to stand out a bit on my sign. So I started off with the black first, just doing vertical stripes, and then I went back in with horizontal so I can make kind of like a Bingham check look. I wanted the snowman to sparkle a little bit more, so I'm taking some Mod Podge and just brushing it on various spots on his hat, and then I'm going to cover that in silver glitter. And I didn't do it very thickly at all. You'll notice when I tap it off that it's a very light coverage. You can do however more or a little as you want. I'm taking that Mod Podge again, spreading that over our block of wood or cardboard, whatever you have on hand, and get that all spread out evenly. That way you can put your fabric on top and then just spread that out, and most of the wrinkles will come out. No biggie if it's there, it'll be covered up anyways. I decided instead of cutting off the trim, I would just glue the edge of the material to the sign, and I did that because I really wanted it to be more tailored looking. Now it's time to glue on our wood signs that we had painted, so make sure you add a good amount of hot glue. You could use E6000 if you want to, but hot glue works really well. And then for the snowman, you're only going to add glue to the edges depending on the size sign you have. So you can make this go all the way over past his body, but I liked the edge of it to be shaped like his body. Then I'm taking that nautical twine that Dollar Tree has, and I'm gluing that all the way down on the top and the bottom edges of the sign just to give it a little bit of a trim. This is optional, you don't have to do this. The sign looked good both ways. My son actually liked it without the top piece, and I liked it with both. So it just depends on what you want to do. I added those silver snowflakes. They do carry these in blue and I think red at Dollar Tree as well. I know they carry for sure blue, and I just added those in various spots, and then one to his scarf. And you can put more snow if you want to on the snowman. You can take from a berry pick at Dollar Tree that has the cotton stem and the pine cone. I just folded that over. You could use just a regular the floral wire tie there. And I'm gluing the pine cone on. I just like the way that looked. And then I'm gluing on the leaves and kind of folding out that leaf a little bit just to give it a little bit of just to make it look more tailored. I didn't like the way it looked folded up. I wanted it folded down. Then I took the cotton stems and glued those down as well. But I absolutely love the way this sign came together. I think it is absolutely adorable. Probably my favorite sign this year, and it's a really good size. Oh, I just love it. But I wanted to share with you another way that you could use a gift bag that I shared last year. Next one, you're going to want some foam board, and you're going to want to print out some letters in Word. I went ahead and took my pen and I traced over my letters a little bit larger because I realized they were a little bit too small. So go big or go home, I guess you could say. I'm pressing down really hard with my pen into the foam board because that will make the marks available for me to see. And then I'm just tracing out the Y as well. The pen leaves a nice groove in the foam board, making it easy for you to cut out your letters. Once those are cut out, then I'm going to go in with my gift wrapping bag again. I really liked this print that was on the very top, so I'm just going to place my letters on the bag on the back side, take my pen and trace around them. And it's okay if it doesn't fit perfectly, you can make do with it. Then go ahead and cut those out. Then do a dry fitting on your letters and then making any extra cuts that you might need to make so that everything fits nicely. Then you'll go in with some Mod Podge, spread that around with your paintbrush, and then you'll just press on that pretty covering on it. You could use scrap paper for this as well, whatever you have on hand, or even wrapping paper as well. Press that on and then put a book on it so that it dries nicely. Then I'm going in with a smaller wreath from the Dollar Tree as well, and then you're going to want to figure out how you want your letters placed on there. I decided to stagger mine. You could spell whatever you wanted, but I thought Joy would be the perfect one, especially since the wreath is round. It acts as the O. You can use E6000 or your hot glue gun, but just go ahead and glue those letters on. And then I'm taking this pick from the Dollar Tree. It was 2 for $1 and I thought it was pretty. I did not like the apple on it, so I removed it. And because the picks have wire in them, you can just wrap that around your wreath, and you can glue it in if you need to, but I did not. Thought it needed a little bit more red, so I peeled off the other one I got and just gonna glue that to the greenery on there. And I really like the way this sign came out. You could Mod Podge over the letters to make it weatherproof for outside, but overall I think it's a really cute DIY. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of these Dollar Tree Christmas decor ideas. Let me know which one is your favorite. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new, because I love to inspire and motivate you here. And if you are new to my channel, make sure you check the description box below, because I have tons of Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs for you to start making for this season while the supplies last. And my last video was a Walmart shop with me, and wait till you see all the amazing decor they have this year. It is awesome, so check that video out as well. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.